Good afternoon and welcome to the final day of INDISEC 2009. And with me is Peter Mead, who is part of the STUF Armored Vehicles Group of Germany. And Peter, we'd like to know, what is so different about this particular vehicle that we have over here that you've named Trojan? Yeah? And how is it different from the other armored personal vehicles or multi-purpose vehicles that we've seen outside?
Okay, this is basically an armoured SUV, and the main difference between this particular vehicle and the regular armoured military type vehicles is that this vehicle is a discrete vehicle. It basically blends into the everyday surroundings of the area that it operates in.
So this can be used for VIP security, it can be used for high net worth individuals and embassies, etc.
Exactly. The main end users for this particular vehicles would be the diplomatic missions and high profile industrialists or very well-known people who need to be protected against anti-kidnapping attempts or violent assaults.
Now, because from the outside this looks like a very normal vehicle, a very good-looking vehicle, but a very normal vehicle with no special features as such. Peter, can you tell us very quickly what are the special features that render it so impregnable to outside assault?
Okay, I suppose the main specific point which is interested on the vehicle is the fact that the armour is completely hidden, and that's the main thing. The armour should not be seen. The person that's driving the vehicle doesn't want to see the things that are protecting them. However, we have on the vehicle 40mm thick glass in this particular category, which is known as the B6 or the VR6. We can move on to 55mm glass, which provides more protection against armour piercing, and we can move up to 72mm glass, which is near enough the top end of the level. The steel is also various thicknesses, and the steel is actually hidden behind and built into the doors and the complete shell of the vehicle.
Can this take a blast from a mine or an IED from below?
Okay, improvised explosive devices, IEDs, are exactly what they are. They're improvised, so basically it's down to the actual person that's making the improvised explosive device, how much explosive they put in it. These vehicles are regularly travelling throughout Afghanistan and Iraq and are subject to many improvised explosive devices and save many lives. There are thousands of different types of mines. Mines are made to take out military hardware on the battlefield. There's no such thing as a bomb-proof car or a bulletproof car, but this vehicle can certainly withstand certain types of mines, mainly anti-personnel.
What we'd like to know is, can this take the 7.62 standard NATO round on its windshield?
Correct, yes. It can take it at a 90-degree angle and at a 45-degree angle on the roof. This is part of the actual VR6 qualification. The complete vehicle has had over 400 rounds of 7.62, 556, etc., etc., as well as 2 DM51 hand grenades placed on the roof and 2 DM51 hand grenades placed underneath the vehicle.
What about RPG and hand-locked grenades?
RPGs, rocket-propelled grenade launchers, are made for taking out military hardware, for example, battle tanks. This vehicle won't stop RPG rounds. They're made to take out the military hardware, as I say, unless you hit it in a particular area where it will get by with luck, but it doesn't take out, it's not a battlefield vehicle.
Finally, Peter, we'd like to know what would this particularly cost, and if it is to be sold in India, how can it be made more cost effective?
Yes, okay, we are in, what we actually have here is 100% German technology. The whole of the vehicle is made by STUF International in Germany. How we could forward this vehicle produce this vehicle or show this vehicle in India, there are a few areas that we could use. We could use, for example, as I see next door, the Indian run-flat system. We could use Indian steel. We could adapt the actual certification requirements to meet Indian military requirements, because each region of the world uses its own ammunition, its own weapons. What we have is a vehicle resistance level, and we could adapt this to the requirements of the Indian Army or police force.